There are things you carry that no one sees. Silent battles, wounds behind smiles, tears behind closed doors. You show up, you serve, you smile. But deep down you're hurting, and no one knows the full story. But God does. This is God sees what you're hiding. He knows your secret struggle. And this message, it's for you. We've learned to hide, to protect, to perform. Because if people knew the whole truth, maybe they'd leave. Maybe they'd think less of us. Maybe they'd stop loving us. So we smile while we bleed. But God sees what you're hiding, and He doesn't flinch. He doesn't walk away. He doesn't love you less. He leans in. He stays because He knows your secret struggle and still chooses you. God knows the weight you carry when no one is watching, the anxiety that visits at night, the questions you can't ask out loud, the pain that lingers even after the prayer. He sees the shame you've buried, the guilt you've tried to outrun, the lies you've believed about yourself. And He's not repelled. He's moved with compassion because God sees what you're hiding and He knows your secret struggle. And still, He calls you beloved. You are not your past. You are not your addiction. You are not the fear you can't shake. You are not what they said about you. You are not what shame whispers in the dark. You are God's, fully known, fully seen, fully loved. There is no mask you need with Him, no filter, no edit, just you. And that is enough. Sometimes we hide because we're afraid of healing, because healing means facing what hurt us. It means opening wounds we've learned to cover. But here's the truth: what stays hidden stays unhealed. And God isn't asking you to expose everything to everyone. He's asking you to be honest with Him, not to shame you, but to set you free. There's power in confession, in surrender, in saying, God, here it is, even the ugly, even the broken, even the hidden, because only what we surrender can He truly restore. God is not surprised by your secrets. He saw the worst parts before you ever confessed them, and He still chose the cross. He's not looking for perfection. He's looking for permission. Permission to step into the places you've kept locked, to bring light into the darkness, to bring peace where chaos once lived. God knows your secret struggle, and He still calls you His child. You don't have to fix it alone. You were never meant to. That's why Jesus came. Not for the perfect, but for the painfully human, for the sinner, the struggler, the one who still doubts but dares to hope. He walks with you in the messy middle. He holds you when you can't hold yourself. And He never stops reaching for the places you're scared to reveal. God's love isn't based on how well you hide your flaws. It's not earned through pretending. It's received through surrender. He already knows, He already sees, and He still sent His Son. Not when you had it together, but while you were still a mess. That's grace. That's the gospel. And it's still for you. Real strength isn't hiding the pain. It's naming it. It's saying, I'm not okay, but I'm not giving up. It's opening your hands and saying, God, take this. You don't have to carry it all. You don't have to pretend anymore. The moment you get honest, healing begins. God can't bless who you pretend to be, but He will always bless who you really are. Your secrets don't disqualify you. Your struggle doesn't cancel your calling. Look at David, at Peter, at Paul. God used broken people with dark pasts and secret pain because His power is made perfect in weakness. So don't hide your need, bring it to Him. That's where grace does its best work. The moment God sees something, He moves toward it with purpose. He doesn't expose to shame. He exposes to heal. Like light entering a dark room, like warmth touching frozen ground. He speaks life where there was silence. He restores what was lost. He rewrites what was broken. He knows your secret struggle and he knows the way out. You don't have to figure it out alone. You just have to let him in. This is the beauty of grace. You are fully known and still fully loved. There's nothing left to prove, nothing left to earn. God's not holding back. He already gave his best for the worst parts of you. That's what the cross means. It's not a reward for the perfect. It's a rescue for the hidden, hurting parts you thought made you unlovable. But in his eyes, you've always been worth saving. So, here's the invitation. Stop hiding. Not because God can't see it, but because he already does. And what he sees, he still loves. He's not asking you to be fearless. He's asking you to be real. Real with him. Real with yourself. Real with someone safe. You weren't meant to walk through this alone, and you don't have to anymore. Freedom begins where truth is welcomed, where secrets lose their power, where shame loses its grip. That's what the light does. It doesn't shame. It sets free. Jesus said, the truth will set you free. Not just truth about God, but truth about you, your struggle, your pain, your fear. When brought into his presence, becomes a doorway to freedom. That's what healing really looks like. There's no shame in needing help. You don't lose spiritual points for saying, I can't do this alone. Asking for help isn't weakness. It's wisdom, it's humility, it's courage, and it's the very thing that invites healing in. So, open the door. Let someone in. Let God in. You don't have to battle in silence anymore. God does his best work in the hidden places, in the dark, in the quiet, in the secret corners of your heart. He meets you where no one else can. He speaks to the part of you you thought was too far gone, and he whispers, I still want you. Not the perfect version, not the public version, the real you. That's the one he died for. That's the one he came to heal. Restoration doesn't start with strength. It starts with surrender, with opening your hands, with dropping the weight, with saying, God, I'm tired of pretending. And in that moment, he moves, not with judgment, but with gentleness. He gathers every broken piece you've hidden away, and he begins the work of making it whole again. Your story matters, even the parts you've never told, even the pieces that feel too dark, too painful, too confusing. God doesn't waste a single chapter, and what you think disqualifies you, he wants to use to bring freedom to others. Your hidden struggle can become someone else's open healing if you're willing to be seen. No matter how long you've hidden, grace still knows how to find you. You're not lost. You're not forgotten. You're not too far gone. God's grace is persistent. It chases shadows. It climbs walls. It breaks through silence. And when it finds you, it doesn't scold. It wraps you up and says, you're still mine. Even here, especially here. So here's the truth. God sees what you're hiding. He knows your secret struggle. And he's not scared of it. He's not turning away. He's leaning in, inviting you to step into the light, to lay it all down, to let him carry what you've been shouldering alone. This is not the end. This is the beginning of healing, of freedom, of real, honest relationship with God. And you're ready for it. God sees you healing with grace. Christian mental health before you go. Take a breath. This is not the day you have to solve it all. This is the day you let yourself be loved. Loved by a God who knows the things you can't even say yet. He's already seen them. He's already stayed. He's already made a way through. So walk forward slowly, honestly, gratefully. You are not alone. You are not unloved. You are not disqualified. You are seen. You are safe. You are His.